How's it going, YouTube? This is Trainer JI, and today we have a What Did I Buy series video. This should be number 18 on the list. As always, we got about 1,500 USD in singles from Japan here. We'll go through them. We'll check out the front of the first copy, check out how many copies we got, and then check out the condition of the back copy. If you're looking for details as to why it's always $1,500, any other those kind of details, we're far enough into this series that if you want to check back on one of the older videos, you're welcome to, or comment down below. I'll give you a little bit more information, but I like to, I'm trying to skip the filler on some of these videos and dive right into things. So it's Sunday, it's during the day. My wife's not home right now with my kid, so if they do get home, don't be surprised to hear the dog barking. He will bark vigorously. He is great like that, so just be aware. Also, he's outside right now, so when he gets to the door, I should get a notification on my phone, and I will let him in. So you guys will have to take a brief break. But yeah, it's Sunday. Feels really good. I just got up a little bit ago. Had my cup of coffee next to me, and yeah, I like Sundays. So let's jump into this, let's record this, and you'll be seeing this same day on Sunday. All right, let me get you some light. We got light. Although I do like the natural light, I feel like it's just not going to work for, seeing the cards. All right, first up, we have Snorlax from Jungle. This is my high school picture right here. That's me. 2 copies of Snorlax. Old back stuff has been selling very quickly. It seems like all you guys are really liking the singles from base set all the way up to Neo 4 Destiny, along with all the promos, obviously. But that stuff seems to be moving quickest out of anything. It's not really surprising. This stuff is, it's OG. It's the original stuff. But front copy honestly doesn't look terrible, but definitely some silvering shining through there. And our back copy, well, it's got wear and tear for a, 96. So 06, 16, for a 28-year-old card. Oh, God, man. That means I'm getting old. All right, next up we have Neo 2 Discovery Butterfree. I always like these. It's this one and the Beedrill, and then in Neo 3, it's like Aerodactyl and Starmie, I think. They got hollows in Japanese, which they didn't in English, and I don't know. I think it's just super cool when they do stuff like that. This front copy looks great. We got 2 copies of Butterfree. This front copy has a crazy foiling going on. Doesn't look too bad overall condition-wise. Definitely, if I'm looking here right, yeah, we got a little bowing from one of the hollows, which is pretty typical. But the back of this one is clean. Oh, no, it's not clean. Just smudged up the hollow. It's damaged. Call the cops. Call them. I mean, I don't care. You do it. Gyarados base set. 1, 2, 3 copies of Gyarados. You can see just from moving like that, we got silvering on the front copy, some lines and stuff into the hollow, and then back copy. Yeah, I mean, probably light played and moderately played, somewhere around there. All right, we got Alakazam base set. 1, 2 copies. Oh man, that looks great, doesn't it? It's a shame. For whatever reason, a lot of these have these marks on the front here. It's just like scratching and silvering showing through, but the hollows themselves look great. Ooh, got a little swirl on his ear. It's just, I don't know. It's just cool looking at this stuff. This is more of a casual video, and it's definitely nice just to kind of check this stuff out. And it's not about the money. It's not about, which Pokemon it is. It's like, man, it's just, I hate to use the word nostalgic, but it's nostalgic. So All right, next up we have Squirtle. This is from the VHS intro pack. Obviously the Squirtle deck. 2 copies of Squirtle. Squirtle looking pretty clean on the front. Squirtle on the back. Looking like it's got a little wear and tear. Not terrible, not great. Alright, well that does it. I think does it for old pack stuff. Probably won't be any more of that, so moving into anything from E-Series and up. So we have Giratina from Stormfront. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 copies of Giratina. This is a cool one. I don't think this is everybody's favorite overall, but it definitely looks good. I just think it's because there's not quite as much holo going on in this one. Front copy looks pretty good. Back copy, I already see a mark there. It looks clean, but then yeah, mark there as well. Just one of those things, like, you know, your newer stuff doesn't look quite as bad, but a lot of times that's what it is. It's like these big indents or slashes or something on an otherwise very clean card. But this is a good one. I like Stormfront as a set too, or whatever it's called in Japanese. They just use Stormfront on the PSA labels. That's typically what I go off of. That's what I call the sets, even though some of them have different names. We have Jirachi. I think this is from like a Metagross deck, if I remember right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of Jirachi. Man, I don't know if it's like the extra natural lighting coming in, but some of this stuff's looking good today. This one, I had thought before, like, these were holo bleed, but for whatever reason, they did, like, holo throughout the whole card on these. Just for, honestly, it could just be this deck. I really don't know. I mean, there's a lot of cards out there, but, yeah, it's got, like, holo bleed through the actual, I did see one. Yeah, man, look at that swirl. That's nice. So, front copy. Let me adjust you guys just a tad. Let me completely camera shake you out of existence, and there we go. Then we're gonna zoom in just a tad, just a tad. All right. Front copy is looking pretty good. Back copy is also, well, other than whatever that is right there. It's not coming off, so, and then a mark there. So, not bad. Not great, not bad. All right, we got Jirachi again. This time, this is Farina's Jirachi from one of the VS movie packs. 1, 2 copies of Farina's Jirachi. Again, this is another really beautiful card by Harada. Crazy foiling going on in this one. It's one of those things too, like I feel like I do a lot of these videos and you guys are actually seeing stuff you've never seen before. For me, like, this is all, I mean, you know, there isn't much I haven't seen. To be honest, if it's something I haven't seen, it's usually like some common or uncommon or regular rare or something from a set. And like I'll like stop and be like, oh, like I've never like really seen this artwork before. This is pretty cool. But I'm assuming I'm showing off a lot of stuff that you guys have never seen before. So yeah, I mean, if you've seen something like you really like and you never saw before, like, comment down below. I'm just curious, like, you know, what's stuff that catches your eye, and you know, what's stuff that you haven't ever seen before. Front of that one didn't look too bad though, but we got a little lip on the back of this one. All right, next up we have Mew from Shining Darkness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies of Mew from Shining Darkness. He's your boy. It's Big Mew. I really love this card. I think I've said this every week because I just somehow have these in like these videos or somewhere, like whether it's this or auction or Monday weekend sales recap. I think there's been one of these in there consistently. Nice little swirl on the tail. And I don't know, I just really like this artwork. I mean, it's Himeno. It's kind of hard not to like Himeno artwork. Front copy looks pretty good. And back copy looks clean, other than we got a lip up there at the top. And then some scratching at the bottom. Man, it's just such a good card, though. Man, the foiling is popping today. All right, we have Latios. 1, 2, 3 copies of Latios. This is from like a Hoopa movie mystery giveaway prize promo. It's got some insanely long title, and but yeah, it's a like kind of like pseudo prize thing. I guess you could win by doing something. I can't remember exactly what it is. And there's a Latios to match it as well. I personally really like these. Front of this one is looking pretty good. We got a little like smudge mark on the wing there. And back copy, something there. Pretty clean for these overall. Again, I really like that card. Who did the artwork on this? Fukuda. That's cool. All right, we have Mismagius, level X. 1, 2, 3 copies of Mismagius. This is a DPTP promo, and it would have came in like a kind of like a blister pack. Can I swirl on this one? Front looks like something going on there. A little silvering shining through. Not bad overall, and that swirl is really good. And our back copy, well, unless you're seeing something, which you might, because you can see better than I can, looks pretty clean. We got Ditto, Mr. Mime. 1 copy of Ditto Mr. Mime. This card came in Holland, I want to say Holland Research Tower, and then also they did a promo version from PCGP, a Meiji Chocolate promo as well. But it's pretty cool, and it's actually pretty popular. Honestly, the Ditto Pokemon are pretty popular from this era. Like, I mean, there was so many. I mean, Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. I know Geodude got one. Obviously, Mr. Mime. I'm trying to think of who else, but just a lot. This one does not look good. It does not look bad. Ooh, here's a good one. I like this. I like these BWP promos this from the set releases, because for whatever reason, you just don't see a ton of them. Not that they're not, like, they're rare or anything like that, but for a promo that you would have gotten for, like, a pack giveaway, when they do that stuff now and there's a ton of them, you just don't see them quite as much, and I just find it interesting. At least I personally don't. We got Metagross. I can't remember what sets this was for a giveaway, but I just think this is such a sick artwork. Front copy looks pretty clean. Also, you got the blue foiling on the border, which is cool. And the back copy looks pretty clean too. Nice. Again, I don't know. I just think this is a really good one. There's a couple of them. There's like the Lucario. There's yeah, there's a couple of them that I can't name, but I know there's Lucario because you just sold one the other day. That's how I know that for sure. But I think there's a few other ones. I'm trying to think offhand, but I can't. But they're cool. We got Mew. This is from the 10th movie. A little commemoration set that they did. This is like Tree of Beginnings Mew. That's what all this extra text is. We got 1, 2, 3 copies of Mew. Excuse me, Tree of Beginnings Mew. Sorry about that. No disrespect, Mew. No disrespect here. Front copy, we got something going on down here. This one's actually really off-center too, which doesn't really count for a condition, but if it was in mint condition, I probably wouldn't grade it because of that. Back copy looks really clean. We like it. We like it. We got Dusclops EX from one of the Quick Construct packs. We got 1, 2 copies of Dusclops. Front copy looks pretty clean. I also really like Dusclops. Look at his eye. Man, that looks cool. Looks like everybody's out mowing. I have to mow today, too. I don't know if you hear that or not. I would assume you hear it, but it's been raining the last couple days. My grass is super high, and we gotta get the yard mowed. Back copy doesn't look too great, but the front one looks clean. And again, his little Cyclops eye. I like Dusclops. I like Duskull. I even like Dust Noir. And I might petition to save the Dust Noirs because everybody seems to hate on them so much. I don't know why. All right, we got Mew. This is a McDonald's promo. This is like, honestly, I think this is the artwork from, I want to say Mirage Forest, the booster packs in Japanese. 2 copies of Mew. I really like this one. Another Fukuda artwork. Promo from PCGP. This has the glossy texture. These are super hard to grade. I don't know if it's this one that I did grade a 10 in, that I have up in the store for a good amount of money. I can't remember if it's this one or not. I'm typically the one to grade a lot of the obscure promos in 10 just because I buy a lot of them and I enjoy them. But, I mean, you see the indent on this one in the front. And you can see the back is actually pretty clean on this one, but I know there's got to be a mark somewhere. Yeah, right there. Yeah, this stuff's just super tough to grade, and like, you know, maybe it's not the rarest, but when it comes to the condition, it's just a whole nother level trying to get a lot of this stuff like in top condition. Like, I'm sure the pop on that has got to be super low. We have Slowking, Golden Sky, Silver Ocean. Always really like this artwork too. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Slowking. I like this set in general. Golden Sky is probably one of the best EX sets as far as like front to back. Like, they just have so much to offer. It's a bigger set too. It's 106 cards. Yeah, 106 cards. Yeah, it's just a really good overall set. Front copy of Slowking. I mean, you can see the silvering kind of popping through, but overall it looks pretty clean other than that. And then back copy was looking clean, and then we got a little indent in the bottom. Alright, moving on. We got Gengar. This is PT4, so Advent of Arceus. You know, I find it funny. Gengar got so many regular rares in Platinum Era and just no holos. Like what? Space Time Creation has one. Obviously, this PT4 Advent has one. Stormfront has one. And there might even be a fourth. Like, all those Gengars, and you couldn't give them one holo, like, from that era. Like, I'm all about, like, spreading the love, but come on, man. Like, some of these would have looked fantastic in holo. But, I mean, nevertheless, it does look great just as is. But, man, again, just missed the ball on that one, Pokemon. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Gengar from Advent. I like this one because he's like kind of like has this like tiny vibe, and he just looks like a little sprite, like a little evil sprite. I don't know. I just kind of like it. But front of this one doesn't look too bad. Back of this one doesn't look too bad. We like it. We got Lugia from the PCGP promo set. This is one of the Poke Park ones. We got 1 copy of Lugia. I was getting these in a lot for a while, and then like, I don't know if I bought them all or what, but I didn't see them for a little while. But this order has one in. Got a little mark on the top here. Got the like scuffing or whatever it is that goes on these weird promos from this era. And then you can see through the back on that one. Overall, not a bad looking card, but definitely not near mint. Or at least what I would call near mint. We got Rayquaza, DP5. I think this Ray is from Cry from the Mysterious. We got 1 copy of Ray. All right, I was getting ready to go for a bunch there. I thought I had a bunch, but apparently not. Crazy foiling on this one. This is definitely a super good Ray from this era. Kent Kanatsuna. Shout out. Ooh, this one looks pretty clean, though. We like it. We like it. All right, we got Lopunny. There's actually one of these up for auction right now, going off live today. If you guys didn't catch the auctions, you can catch them now. Link is in the description. You can check out what's going off today. I'm doubting I'm going to get to go live today. I just don't think it's going to happen. I have to mow the yard. My parents are coming over at 3 for dinner. I should do some other things outside. We'll see. There's a chance, but I'm not guaranteeing it. It's probably not going to happen. But we got Lopunny. DPP, this is like a card exchange promo. This one has a crazy swirl on it. 1 copy of Lopunny. Yeah, that's a really nice copy. Condition-wise, though, got some silvering on the border. And the back, unfortunately, is not super clean. But Man, that's a nice foiling on that one. All right, we got the like Skytree Rayquaza or something like that. I can't remember what this is from. I want to say it's like a movie. It's a movie VS deck, but I can't remember which one. I probably should, but I can't. 2 copies of Ray. Front copy, not too bad. Not too bad. Back copy. Also not too bad. Cool, cool. All right, we got Chansey EX from Expansion Pack. Beautiful swirl on the front copy here. Ruby and Sapphire in English, but they called it Expansion Pack 1 in Japanese. I'm not exactly sure why, but that's what they did. Got 1 copy of Chansey. It's a good one, though. I love the dark green background of this one. And, man, it's got a swirl on it. This is just a beautiful, beautiful copy. At least on the front. Back is looking... we got a little mark down here. But overall, really clean. Yeah, that's a nice copy. Nice copy of Chansey. All right. Let's get a little organized here because our pile is like starting to fall apart. All right, we got Swablu. PT1 Galactic's Conquest. 1 copy of Swablu. This is the shiny version. It has the foiling. This is like the kind of like pseudo secret rare. I call them secret rares just because they're like 1 per box-ish or something like that. They're shiny, they're sparkly, they're tough to grade, they're kind of rare. I mean, it's a secret rare. If you disagree, well, it's still a secret rare to me. This one looks pretty good, honestly. Not a ton of chipping on the edges, which, you know, if you've watched the videos before, you know these are pretty prone to that. It just kind of looks like an overall really nice copy. Except for, did I guess catch a dent somewhere? No, maybe not. All right, we're happy with that. All right, next up we have Dragonite, Temple of Anger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of Dragonite. This is a good one for sure, by Arita. And, dude, the foiling today just popping off, man. Love it, love it, love it. Front copy of these is looking pretty clean. We like it. If you didn't know, we like it. Back copy, looking pretty good, too. Cool, cool, man. Cool, cool. We like that. Speaking as if I'm like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. Me likes. Oh, man. That was pretty cringe. Anyway, moving on. Lugia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies of Lugia. This is from Shining Darkness, I want to say. Ooh, a little swirl hiding in the darkness there. No pun intended. All right, all right. I do like this era a lot. I tend to buy a lot of stuff from Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. I don't know. Maybe because nobody else is, but front copy was looking pretty good. This one was looking pretty good, but then we got a little indent there. I can't say this is my favorite Lugia, but it's definitely a good one. Looks a little skinny, you know? Like he's got to eat. His neck's a little skinny. All right. We got Rayquaza C. This is from PT3. What is PT3? I always mess these up, man. Like, I don't know what it is. I just can't, like, nail them down and be like, yeah, this is what this set is. This is what this set is. PT2 is Bond Stand of Time. PT3. Yeah, I don't know. We're drawing a complete blank right now. And that might even be completely wrong what I just said. For whatever reason, I know PT4... I think it's because, like, I got so many of the Charizard from that set over the years and graded them that, like, that one's ingrained. And number 1 is always ingrained, too, because it's just the first one. But for some reason, like, 2 and 3, I'm just, like, always, like, I don't know. You know what? I think I did just have, this is Beat of the Frontier. I'm going with Beat of the Frontier. Final answer. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies of Rayquaza from Beat of the Frontier. This is a good one. Got Cynthia on there. Man, okay, well, this one's got a little bit of a laser light show that you weren't asking for on there. But the holo looks good. And back copy actually looks pretty clean. Okay. All right, Regigigas level X. This is from the actual Regigigas level X collection pack deck thing, constructed deck. We got one copy of Regigigas, and I think you can see already that unfortunately Reggie's got a crease. And you can see it in the front, and you can see it in the back. So we'll leave it at that. Porygon Z, level X, Temple of Anger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 copies. I like that because that moves the video on a little bit. We'll get through these a little faster, all because of Porygon Z. I do like this one again because the eye is like holified. Holified, is that a word? You tell me. I don't know. I don't think so, but it's a new word for me. Holified. His eye is holified. But it's another good one. Ooh, we got a swirl on this one. All right. A lot of good foiling going on there, but we can't go through them all. Sorry. Front, this one is looking pretty clean. It's good sign, and not such a good sign in the back because, well, you can see because of the way that it is at the top there that is not a mint card. Yeah, we got whitening. This one just is, not great in the back. All right, Ninetales. Soul Silver Collection. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Ninetales. Got the Firestone going on there. Just a crazy arc by Tokia. Front looks pretty good. Back, well, we got a little of a corner ding there. Other than that, we got some down the bottom here too. It's got some things, but it's a nice card. All right, we got Camerupt EX from the Camerupt Quick Construct Pack. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Camerupt EX, excuse me. Front copy looking pretty good. I think Camrupt's definitely an underrated Pokemon for sure. I mean, he's just this kind of derpy camel. Kind of reminds me of Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. And not that Eeyore was a camel, but he was a donkey, and they both have this kind of derp look in their face. Back copy's looking pretty good. These are looking pretty nice. We like it. Charmander, Stormfront. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of Charmander from Stormfront. This is the secret-ish rare base set kind of inspired reprint thing, and he's lighting the world on fire. Sparkle foiling. What I consider secret rare. Front of this one, not looking too great, as you can probably see by the indents. Back copy is looking much better and super clean, at least from the back. We do not have the Charizard in here as far as I know. I'm not sure. I haven't looked through these in a while, but I don't think so. But we do have the Charmeleon. We got 1, 2, 3 copies of Charmeleon. Also from Stormfront. Also the base set reprint. It's the base set reprint. That's what it is. That was also very cringe. If you left, I mean, by all means, if you clicked off the video just then, I mean, it would be completely understandable. But front of Charmeleon, he's looking pretty good. Back, looking pretty good. Okay. I did just grade a 10 on one of those recently. I don't know. It could actually be over here to the left of me. What is Stormfront 09? We'll do it quick. I mean, you guys would... I don't know why I'm doing that. You guys would have saw it. You would have saw it when I did the return video. Just got excited for a sec there. But we got Charmander, EX Battle Boost, Reverse Foil, and we got one copy, and this one copy, well, it's got that. Oh, we got a card underneath it too. It was like sticking to it. Yeah, okay, so we didn't do too well in this purchase. That's not great, as you can see from the back. This was loved by some child for sure. Which I can't blame him. It's a good one. It's good artwork. It's a good Charmander. And it's reverse foil. It just looks nice. We still got this much to go yet, guys. So, I mean, we're at 30 minutes. This isn't terrible, but I was kind of hoping to get through it in 30 minutes. But I guess that's not going to happen. But we've got Heatran level X. This is like a visual book promo or something like that. It's from DPP promo set. I kind of like this one. Got one copy. What is going on down here? Doesn't look like that regularly. It just looks like on the camera. That's strange. This one looks pretty good, though. Looks pretty clean. I don't know. That could be a 10. It could be a 10er. All right. Houndoom, Golden Sky, Silvery Ocean. One copy. We got to stop with this one copy thing. We got to get through these. Yeah, I mean, again, like I said earlier, Golden Sky, Silvery Ocean has a ton to offer. It's definitely one of those high priority sets for me to like potentially put together at some point. This one's got some like weird marks and stuff going on. I don't know. Front looked really clean. Back doesn't look terrible. It just has some, it's got some stuff. Got Magcargo EX. 1, 2, 3 copies of Magcargo. Front copy. Looking like we got a mark at the top there, but overall pretty clean. Magcargo, also underrated Pokemon, but definitely a Pokemon it seems like they try to push pretty hard. Back copy, not so great. Back copy, not so great. And I think you can see. Alright, I just got a notification. The dog is at the front door. 32 minutes in. He must have been on a prowl. Our yard isn't fenced in or anything, but he's been trained that he knows to stay in the yard, and even if he strayed slightly, I have good neighbors. They don't really care. But he doesn't really do that. But let me let him in. Just like quick pop out here. Hey, come on. Good boy. Alright. He is in the house. He will do his thing. Ugh. He's probably going to go swimming later. The pool's not warm enough for us to swim yet. I haven't heated it yet, but the dogs certainly like it. Alright, we got Rayquaza. PCGP promo, another Meiji one. Always really like this one. 1, 2 copies of Ray. Not terrible, but it's got the typical kind of scuffing, but I mean, that's not great. So that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Moving on. Heatran level X again. This time this one's from Stormfront. We got one copy of Heatran. Got the sparkle foiling going on with the level X foiling. Crazy, crazy, crazy from Stormfront. Oh my gosh, is that a swirl? Man, a pronounced swirl right about there would be pretty sweet. That's not pretty sweet, though. Another underrated Pokemon. Cacturne. He's awesome. Why do you hate Cacturne? 1, 2, 3 copies of Cacturne EX from the Cacturne Quick Construct deck. Cacturne's awesome, and Cacturne has a ton of good cards. I mean, it's got the Team Magma vs. Aqua copy. It's got, I think it's Team Aqua's Cacturne in that one. I would doubt it'll be Magma's Cacturne because he's grass. He'd just burn up. Is it Miracle Desert? Where else are you, Cacturne? This Cacturne's nice. You know what, though? Cacturne, I feel like, didn't get a ton of other cards on that. How would a Cacturne level X been? Oh, man, that'd have been sweet. Cacturne's a good Pokemon, though, and I'll stand behind that until I die. Front doesn't look too great. In the back, we got some indents, but it doesn't matter because it's Cacturne. Look at the Cacturne. It's supposed to be like a scarecrow freaking cactus guy. Like, how can you not like him? Like, Cacnea is freaking sick, dude. Like, what are you guys doing? It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Moving on. Venusaur from Expedition. Regular rare. He's not going to be caught. He refuses to be. This one looks pretty good. Oh, well, I lied. I lied. Looked good. Oh, no. Shaman level X from the Shaman constructed deck or collection pack deck or something that has to do with a Shaman and a deck. Front copy or front of this copy is looking good. Man, this was looking good too, and then there was that. That's a definite. That's what it looks like when you put this something like this in a 3-ring binder or any card in a 3-ring binder, and you put it in the close section near the rings, and the rings simply, well, they do their job and indent them. All right, we got Leafeon. This is, it's like some deck as well. I can't remember what it is. One copy of Leafeon. It might be the Metagross deck that I was talking about earlier, and the other one wasn't from a Metagross deck. But is this double swirled? I think it might be. It's a good looking Leafeon. Front looks pretty good. Indent. Other than that, clean. So that might be a near mint card still. I gotta look how bad that indent is under the light and light box out of the phone area. We'll see. We got Leafeon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of Leafeon from the Regigigas collection pack. Same thing that Regigigas was from earlier. They seem to sell pretty well. Everybody kind of likes this, and I mean, I can't blame them. It's a good looking card. Front looks meh. All right. Back looks, well, was looking clean. And again, we're just getting caught off guard by these little marks and stuff here. It's a shame. All right, we got Leafeon again. Stay tuned because I did just put an order in the other day. I was able to acquire like 50-something copies of this card at once, which was wild. Have no idea where that came from. I would assume somebody probably was like a collector of these and it just, they got rid of them. But yeah, that's pretty wild. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 copies here, and then plus those other copies I got. Yeah, we're loaded on Leafeon. I mean, it's a good card too, so I'm not really too upset about it. But yeah, this is definitely a good one. Front looks pretty good. And the back looks pretty good. Man, that took a big chunk out of what we needed to do here. We like that. Tyranitar, Expedition, 1 copy. And man, well, I don't think I need to say much about this one because you can see it. You can see the scuffing. You can see the corner. And you can see the back. This is definitely, I mean, I can say without a doubt this is going to go in the damage pile for sure. Umbreon. Moonlit Pursuit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies of Umbreon. Running through the snow. Who did this one? Oh, Fukuda. Cool. Front looks like it has a little bit of scuffing on it, but overall not too bad. Back is looking pretty clean. We like it. We like it. Dialga level X. This is a DPP promo. I think this is another like visual book promo. 1 copy of Dialga. Looks pretty clean. Gonna be made a liar? Nope. This looks like a really clean copy. I'm sure I'll find something later on. We have Genesect. This is from like, oh man, I haven't said this for all. CP5. Is this like the Legendary Dreamshine collection? I think that's what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Genesect. Genesect's been hanging out in the city. That's a pretty sweet card. I think Genesect's kind of underrated too. I think everything's underrated. I don't know. I could just be an idiot. Front and back copy of this looks pretty good, but it is from XY, so it is a lot more likely. Magnezone level X. 2 copies of Magnezone. I think this is Temple of Anger. I never really noticed before. He's got like all these wires attached to him coming out of the background. That's interesting. Ueda did this one. Front copy looks pretty good. Back copy looks pretty good, other than something up there. Scizor, Wind from the Sea, regular rare, 1 copy. Looks pretty clean. Looks pretty clean. Okay, okay. Gliscor level X. This is from... You know, it threw me off the other day. I thought this is from Temple of Anger, but I'm pretty sure this is like it's a constructed deck. I can't remember which one, but 1 copy of Gliscor. Ooh, well, Gliscor isn't so clean. He's got a little mark there. And the back of Gliscor also not super clean. Another cool Pokemon though too. Gliscor and Gligar. Gligar Man. Do you guys watch the show with Gligar Man? You remember that? Yeah. If you do, you're old like me. 1, 2, 3 copies of Hitmonchan EX from expansion pack. This one has a fantastic swirl on it. I really like this Hitmonchan. It just gives me like these like fighter vibes where he's just like in the ring and like just had a big fight, or he's like prepping for a big fight. I don't know. It's good vibes. I like this card. The more I see it, the more I like it. I think there's a lot of cards like that just kind of grow on you over time. Front copy looked pretty clean. The back, unfortunately, we got some stuff going on. Medicham EX from the Medicham constructed deck. We got 1 copy of Medicham. Front is looking pretty good on this. Back is looking not so pretty good. Got Hariyama EX. 1 copy. Uh-oh. Yep, my wife's home. So, dog barking inbound. Hariyama EX from Clash of the Blue Sky. 1 copy of Hariyama. 1 copy of Barking Dog. Back looks pretty good on this. Alright, we got... man, is this Pokemon Fan Club? Pokemon... Oh, my gosh. I can't remember. I've graded a bunch of these because I really like this artwork, but for whatever reason, I can't remember. Now, Fan Club is the other one. It has, like, the Pichu, the Machoke. This is... Is this Pokemon Breeder Fields or something like that? I don't know. We got 1, 2 copies of it. And again, this is a really nice card. We got the Squirtle, Bulbasaur, we got the Hoot Hoot, and then we got the Wooper hanging out. Again, 2 copies. Front looks pretty good on this one. Back looks pretty good. But yeah, this is just a good trainer card for sure. Definitely a really nice artwork. We have N. BWP promo. 1 copy. I can't remember what this is, if this is a release or whatever, but this artwork definitely is not exclusive just to this promo. Oh, low power mode. Hold up. We have plenty of power to finish this. We're going to power through. This copy looks pretty clean, but it looks like in the back it's like off center, like left to right. You see that? I guess in the front it is a little, well, no, I don't know. It's weird. All right, we got Pikachu, Meiji Chocolate promo, 1 copy. Yeah, you're going to hear my kid. Yep, he's not happy. 1 copy. And unfortunately, the front and back of this one, well, the front has some scuffing, but the back has marks. These are so tough to find mint. Like, any old, like, Pikachu promo is just so tough. Not so much in, like, E-Series era, but, like, definitely, like, EX era. Like, Pikachu promos just got absolutely demolished. We have the Pikachu Quick Construct pack, except for this one is the World Hobby Fair version. We got 1, 2 copies of Pikachu. Honestly, there's nothing different to this one except for the stamp, but these are pretty low pop in a 10. I'm pretty sure I graded 1 in a 10, and it was one of, like, less than 20. So I want to check something. I was always wondering if there's like a first edition and an unlimited version of this, but I don't think there is. But yeah, it's good artwork. It's a good looking card. Again, another Fukuda artwork, but I like the stamp. Front of that one's looking pretty good. Back's looking pretty good. I did sell, I think, this one in a 10 for 500 bucks when I sold it, so I mean, it'd be pretty sweet if these were both gradable. I doubt it would sell for that now, but you never know. We have Flying Pikachu, PT2, Bonds the End of Time. We're pretty certain on that now after figuring it out with Array. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Flying Pikachu. Pika Pika, and this has the sparkle foiling treatment, so this is like the secret rare. I do like these. I mean, like I said earlier, I like Diamond and Pearl and Platinum Era quite a bit. Front of this one's got your typical flaking on the edges. That's just, again, notorious for these. And the back, got a mark there, mark there. Yeah, these are just insanely tough to grade. These are all have to be like sub 20 pop for sure. Some of them maybe even sub 10 in a PSA 10. We have Surfing Pikachu. Again, same set, same deal. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Pikachu. This one has a good amount of chipping up at the top there. Other than that, doesn't look too bad. And back copy doesn't look too bad. I would like to at least grade one of these in PSA 10 again in the future, but they're just super tough. Also, the money would be nice too. I mean, that's part of it, but you know, it's almost like a challenge sometimes. I like being the one that's like graded like a good amount of certain cards in 10. You know what I mean? Like I have like some Pop 1 stuff and stuff like that. I don't know. It's kind of like a challenge. It's like a little game in its own, you know, in its own game. We have Manaphy, Play Promo. Front looks pretty good on this one. And the back also looks pretty good. Is Manaphy like the one legendary that people don't like the most? You know, nobody talks about Manaphy, nobody talks about Feony, even less. Like, you wouldn't even know that Pokemon exists. Excuse me, I'm gonna grab a sip of this coffee. Oh my god, I love coffee. Alright. Kyogre. This is like the... was it Aqua's... This is like gift... No, this is Gift Box. Gift Box Emerald or something like that, I think. I don't know. We got Kyogre, though. 2 copies of Kyogre. This one has a swirl. And then almost looks like a double swirl. Either way, it's a good looking card. Front copy is looking kind of meh. And the back has an indent, but it's still a beautiful card. And again, a Fukuda. A lot of Fukuda stuff in here. Alright, we got Claire's Gyarados from the S series. 1 copy. Looks like we got a nice scratch going straight across there. It's unfortunate. And some stuff going on in the back as well. Alright, we got Glaceon from Dawn Dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of Glaceon. I did manage to pick up about 30-ish copies of this as well. So on top of these, you know, you'll see those at some point in the future. This one has a fantastic swirl on it. This is a gorgeous card. Love this one for sure. Front of this one, though, everything looks pretty good. And the back, looking pretty good. Maybe I'll grade some of these. These are tough grade, though, right now, because near mint, they sell for probably about $20-ish, somewhere around there. Same thing with the Leafeon. But you grade a 9, and they sell for like 35. So why spend the grading fee if you think it's going to get a 9 when you can sell for the same amount raw and not waste your time? So I don't know. Do I think they're worth more than 35 bucks in a 9? Absolutely. But there's just a ton of people that graded this stuff, and the supply is still trickling in. So when the dumpers stop dumping, you know, that'll calm down. But until then, it's worth just selling these near mint if you think it's going to get a 9, or even a chance at a 9. All right, moving on, we have Kyogre. This is from like a lottery kind of type thing in XYP, kind of similar to that Latios. There's a Groudon that matches this as well. We got 1, 2 copies of Kyogre. This is a really good artwork by Arita. Definitely like more lifelike, more realistic. Got some edge wear on the top. Well, we got some indents in the front, so that's unfortunate. In the back, also an indent. So these aren't too great, but this, excuse me. Ugh. They'll still be nice binder copies. I loved when I said I was hoping to do this in a half hour, and we're creeping up on an hour. Gotta love it. All right, we got Gyarados. This is like the little shrimpy Gyarados. I like this card because of the foiling, and I think it's cool, but he just looks like a little shrimp, little baby shrimp Gyarados. Got one copy. This is like from a Garchomp deck. But this foiling, I don't know if they've done it too many other times other than this deck and then another deck from this era. So it's definitely unique. Definitely cool looking. Front of that looked pretty decent. And the back of this is just looking kind of alright. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a very unique foiling for sure. Little baby shrimp Gyarados. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Misty's Politoed from the Theater Limited VS deck. Always really like this card too. It's like got this like little riverboat action thing going on. I don't know. Just looks sweet. Who did this? Hisao Nakamura. Don't really know that name too often, so it's a shame that they didn't do more artwork when their artwork looks like this. Front copy looks pretty good. I saw a lot of these too. I've sold a lot of these, either graded or not graded throughout the years. I think people agree that this is, again, a nice, really nice card. Fortunately, in this one, we have a nice indent in the back. But, man. Yeah, that's just a nice card. All right, we're coming down the home stretch here. Yeah, got about 4 or 5 different cards yet. Got for Alligator, again, Golden Sky Silver Ocean, said earlier, has a lot to offer. Got 4 copies of for Alligator. He's definitely got a really creepy strong hand going on here, but hold on a sec though. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fingers and a thumb, but what is that there? That looks like it's like it was supposed to be another finger, and then he was like, whoops, too many fingers, but we're just gonna leave it go. I don't know. It's a good looking card. That's all that matters. Did I catch? Yeah, I was going to say I caught a little silvering there. Silvering on the edges. So front copy is meh. Back copy is... well, looks pretty good. Oh, maybe something there, but... alright. We got Totodile. McDonald's promo. 1, 2, 3 copies of Totodile. This is another one that seems to sell pretty well. This is a Kusajima artwork, and it is good, but it just doesn't have a Kusajima vibe to me. It is a really good card, though. Front copy looks pretty good. Back copy, little whitening, and something there. Palkia, level X. 1 copy. This is from the constructed deck. One of 3 Palkia level X's from this era. Completely unnecessary because we should have got a Cacturne level X, but you know, it is what it is. Past is the past. Got a mark on the top there. Front looks pretty clean, but we do have that mark that you can see through. Yeah, and then something here. And lastly, we have Squirtle from the E-Series starter deck by the amazing Yukimori. 3 copies of Squirtle. Front copy is looking pretty good. Back copy is looking pretty good. This is a really good card, though, to be completely honest with you. Yukimori is just a fantastic artist. And the style, like the whole, you know, I'm going to do a figure and place it somewhere and take a photo. I just like that kind of different idea of artwork. I don't know, just... and again, I mean, she's done one of my favorite cards ever, which is my profile picture. So. But yeah, guys, that about does it for this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed going through these. Pretty good overall. Can't complain. I'm sure there's some gradable stuff in here. A lot of near mint stuff. This stuff will be getting gone through probably this week. And you might even see some of it get listed next week. And some of it might be on the auction block. Again, auction's going off today. Check the link in the description. That'll take you right to them all if you're interested. If not, well, I'll see you, tomorrow, Monday, for the Monday weekend sales recap, I guess. So, yeah, been fun. But as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, or don't. But either way, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you.